He's our good friend and neighbor, and he has a few words to say too, and then back to Kate and the Melonheads.
Wow, what an introduction that was. I've helped certain people in this room. Well, for those who don't know me, my name is Prosper. I'm a neighbor. My wife and I have lived in Ocean Grove and moved in 2 weeks before Sandy. So we've known the Dimmits since that time. And those of you who live in our neighborhood know that when it comes to the Dimmits, what's number one is their door is always open. And when I say it's always open, I literally mean it's always open. Jack Green built their house. Their front latch never properly worked, so the door is always open. And once when I was walking my dog in January during a blizzard, when the Dimmits were in Colorado, there was their door completely open, and it was 9 degrees out. They had been away for 3 weeks. And I thought, let me call the police because I'm sure that something's going on in there. So I called the police, and then I called Dave. And I said, Dave, your door is open. And Dave calmly explained to me that, oh, probably one of the boys left the door open when we left 3 weeks ago. Just pull it shut and lock it. And I said, just pull it shut and lock it with what? And Dave said, with the key that's sitting on the front porch. Not the key that's hidden under the rock. Not the key that's hidden under the mat. But the key that's out in the open, sitting on the porch. So I said, oh, you mean that key. The key that the homeless people are now using to form a Congo line to go inside your living room. Dave said, yeah, that's the key. And another thing that everybody knows about Dave is, at Dave's house, there's always a light on. You know, and by light on, I mean the television. And if you think I exaggerated about the door being open, well, first of all, let me explain that Debbie doesn't believe in any type of window dressing. There are no shades. There are no shutters. There's no aluminum foil pasted to the windows. No. The Dimmits are visible 24/7, like the Loud family. And for those of you who are too young to know who the Loud family are, think of the Kardashians. So, the TV is always on, and even when they're not home. And on the day that blizzard, in fact, the cops came to shut the TV off. Oh, and this isn't just some regular TV. This is like a 72-inch smart 3D HD VD TV. Planted up on the wall, and it's got all the, you know, picture-in-picture and the fanciest sports package. It's so big that astronauts can see from outer space. Okay? In fact, it's so big and so huge that half the people on the other side of the park that used to subscribe to cable canceled because they could just sit in the park and watch Dave's TV. I want to get serious for a minute, so I'm going to take little Dave out of my pocket here. You know, Dave, I don't know if you noticed, but Dave is like kind of laid back. He's got no wrinkles. He's got a full head of hair. And nothing rattles the guy. Nothing gets under his skin. He's so relaxed he can perform a circumcision during an earthquake. You know? And he's just one of those guys. And you know, when he and Deb celebrated their 30th anniversary, I said, Dave, what's the secret to a successful marriage? He says, Deb's away 3/4 of the year. But, it's much more than that, and you know what I'm talking about. It's not his religious upbringing, no. Or a productive channeling of humanly rage. No. It's simple. It's simple, and it can be summed up in 5 simple words. Dibbit doesn't give a shit. Dogs pee on his lawn, you know, this brand new, just seeded lawn that he puts up, and they're leaving big yellow crop circles. Dave doesn't give a shit. Bennies come in the summer, they take up all the parking spots around his house. Dave's got to park 3/4 of a mile away. David doesn't give a shit. Neighbors are building a gigantic house across the street. They will block the sun on Dave's house for eternity. And Dave doesn't give a shit. In August, dog walkers dump hot, steaming bags of dog crap in the corner garbage can 4 feet away from his hammock on the porch, and Dave's kids, and we love them, they leave their unlocked bicycles in plain view on the side of the house where they can be stolen. And they are. Every summer. Timid? And every summer, on the boardwalk, Dave watches as other kids ride by him on his kids' stolen bikes. And Dave doesn't give a shit. And finally, this is the clincher, and it's an inside joke, but Greg and Colleen Meyer, who sit in the back there, they live 2 houses away, and they moved right behind Dave, and he's right out their back door, and Dave doesn't give a shit. Dave, you are my hero. You are an inspiration, because you are an example of someone who can go so far through life without giving a shit. Dave did it.